morning, good evening, good night. EagleMMA Family. This is the problem with UFC Manchester. So, if you don't know, recently there was I'm getting a call. Sorry. No Truthing USA. Hello?
Buy my memberships. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications.
Wow. Very informative phone call from Gnome Truthing USA. Go buy my memberships, right? Like, comment, subscribe. But hey, let's get right into this. If you didn't know, massive fight announcements. Some crazy fight announcements, right? Let's start off with the one you've all been waiting for. This is the fight announcement we've literally been waiting for like a year, right? Molly McCann versus Bruna Brazil. Now, people might be saying, oh, Molly McCann is going to run through Bruna Brazil. I don't think so, dude. Bruna Brazil is the next up-and-comer at strawweight. Bruna Brazil's legit her, dude. She's got some nasty striking. Haha, yeah, no. That's obviously a joke. Right? That's why I've got 700 fucking however many subscribers, because I'm funny. I joke around, I laugh around, and play around and shit. You know what I'm saying? But listen, let's get right into this. Actually, this is abysmal. Belal Muhammed versus Leon Edwards got made. Let's not pretend like this is literally a half-decent fight. This is gonna be so fucking boring, dude. People have been making jokes about this for so long, that Leon Edwards and Belal Muhammad are the fucking most boring fighters in the UFC. This is gonna be the most boring title match in UFC fucking history. Why is this the main event, dude? We'll get on to the next fight and why that's the co-main. But this main event is terrible, dude. It's so funny because I literally didn't know this happened, dude. I didn't know this happened until like 20 minutes ago. I didn't know this fight was made until 20 minutes ago because no one cares. Leon Edwards is so boring inside and outside the cage. Yeah, you got all of those Mario Rio cells that just talk about how sexy his body is, how sexy his... Oh, he has the perfect physique. That's gay. That's literally gay. And his striking is so pretty. Again, that's gay. Anyone who's a Leon Edwards fan is actually homosexual. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but... hey, that's just the truth. I spit facts, only facts, 100% of the time. But like, this is like this is a massive fight announcement, and like no one cares, dude. Like no one even cares. Like it's not even being talked about. I had to search up on Big Marcel, the GOAT for all fight announcements. I had to search up his shit because I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's been any fight announcements. So, oh, that was made a day ago. Okay, no one's made a video about it yet. So like, no one even cares about it, dude. It's so irrelevant. No one fucking cares about it. Like the trash talk in the press conference is gonna be so boring, dude. And I honestly think Belal Muhammad might make it entertaining. He's gonna make it slightly entertaining in the trash talk because Belal Muhammad actually tries. Like, Leon Edwards is a fucking illiterate bum. You can't understand a single word he said. And I kicked you in the head. I actually kicked you in the head. I'm actually the weight champion. I've won 9 fights in a row. Oh my god. Hey, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket, bud. No one wants to hear a word come out of your mouth, dummy. I swear, it's so frustrating trying to listen to this motherfucker talk, bro. But hey, I'm glad the first Jamaican champion in the UFC is going to be headlining a UFC Britain card. Doesn't make sense, right? You know, Britain doesn't consider him British. He's not of British origin. He's Jamaican and moved to Britain. British laws will tell you that he's not British, okay? If you're born in a plane above Britain, you're not considered British. That's racist. Britain is racist. Disgusting. I would consider Leon Edwards the first British champion in the UFC. Michael Bisping is obviously Californian, but Britain itself doesn't consider him British, so he's the first Jamaican champion. But hey, let's get into the first real British champion in the UFC. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. What? Like, what the... it's so funny because people are pretending like this is... Oh, yeah, let's go! Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. What? Why? Like, this is not... Hey, first of all, have to say this. Have to say this off the bat. Based Sigma, Dana White, and Hunter Campbell making Tommy Aspinall defend his interim title, a.k.a. making him fight the #1 contender to contest for the real championship in which John Jones holds, Tommy Aspinall is not the champion. He's the number 1 contender, getting a number 1 contender's fight against Curtis Blades. Which, by the way, why? Curtis Blades is on a 1-fight win. Curtis Blades got his ass kicked. Got his ass handed to him by Sergey Pavlovich. Then got 1 win over Jailton Almeida. Some boring, can-crushing boring giga nerd. And now he gets a number 1 contenders fight? Because let's be honest, this is not a championship fight. It's a number 1 contenders fight. It's weird that it's 5 rounds. Whatever. We'll put that past. But, why does he get a number 1 contenders fight over Jailton Almeida? Like, let's not pretend like Curtis Blades he's been deserving a title shot for so long. What? Because he beat Alistair Overeem fucking 5 years ago, dude? Like, what? His last win before Jailton Almeida is Chris Daukaus, bro. Like, let's be honest. This is a terrible fight to make. Makes no sense. Tom Aspinall should have fought Cyril Gane. So I want Cyril Gane to have a 7th title shot, right? I want Cyril Gane to have a 7th title shot. But it's terrible. Like, let's not pretend like Blades is a good record. Let's not pretend like Tom Aspinall is a good record either, bro. What, his best win is Sergey Pavlovich? Hey, Sergey Pavlovich got destroyed by Alistair Overeem on the ground. Like, let's be honest. Let's not pretend like, first of all, that was an early stoppage, but like, let's not pretend like that's a good win, right? Let's not pretend like it's a good win. It's a terrible loss for Curtis Blades, right? But it's just like, what the I mean, the UFC matchmakers have been either cooking or they've been boiling. And like, they've either been cooking or they've been boiling, as in they've been concocting the worst fucking fights of all time. Like, they've been making the worst fights of all time, like Belal versus Leon. Genuinely, who cares about that? But let's go to the next fight. This is the people's main event. I'm actually hyped for this. This is actually a good fight, and this is the fight we've actually been waiting for like a year. Bobby Green, King Green versus Paddy Pimblett. Like I said, this is the people's main event. We've been asking for this for like a year because let's be honest, dude. If there's a press conference, because I don't know if they will, because fucking Belal and Leon, Tom Aspinall and Blades, that's like the worst. Those are like the 4 worst fucking people you could ever have at a press conference. You got Tom Aspinall like, yeah, Nina Drama, can I finger you? Nina Drama, can I, sexually assault you? Blades, Curtis Blades, I think I can beat Tom Aspinall. Belal Muhammed, talking about those people. And, yeah, no, I'll beat you the first time. Do you not see the head kick? You not see the head kick I hit you with the first fight? You quit because of an eye poke. You quit because of an eye. Like, it's gonna be the most fucking. And Molly McCann. We did that. It's gonna be the worst press conference ever. Except for Green versus Pimblett. And one of the next fights on the card. It's going to be the funniest build-up ever. Green versus Pimblett. It's going to be so funny. You got one of the most hood fighters in the UFC, King Green, just talking his shit, talking some real Cali shit versus Paddy Pimblett, who's genuinely brain dead. He's genuinely brain dead, and you can't understand a word he says. It's going to be hilarious, and it's actually a good fight. Like, it's actually a good fight. Paddy Pimblett can strike. It's not like he has no striking, but he's so open on the feet. King Green, obviously, an elite boxer in his own right. And Bobby Green can grapple, too. So it's not like he's just going to get, grapple graped by Pimblett. Like, he's sub Tony Ferguson, which is actually a lot better than people understand. He has a wrestling base. He started out as a wrestler, Bobby Green. So it's, like, actually a good fight. And, like, I'm genuinely excited for it. And we go to the next fight on the card. Allen versus Chikadze. What? Like, another fight where you just go, really? Like, hey, dude, I understand it's UFC Manchester. You don't want to put a lot of effort into it, but, like, listen, dude. Listen, I understand it's UFC Manchester, and Britain is just terrible, and we shouldn't give them anything good, but, like, dude, Allen versus Chikadze, like, listen, it should be decent. It should be a decent fight, but, like, why is this the fight? Like, why the... Chikadze's had his chance, bro. Like, he's... Like, who gives an F about Chikadze, bro? What, I don't even know his last win. What, he beat, Bruce Leroy, fucking Alex Caceres was his last win. Like, I don't even know when's the last time he fought, because he's had like 5 fights made and he's pulled out of every single one of them due to injury. He hasn't fought in like 2 fucking years. He got destroyed by Calvin Kattar. Why are we rewarding this dude for keeping on pulling out of fights because he's injured or whatever? Like, why are you, like, Arnold Allen actually has a somewhat decent chance to do something in the sport. Chikadze's done, bro. He's like a dude you throw to these cans to see if they're actually somewhat decent. Have him fight a fucking contender. Have him fight Bryce Mitchell or something. Like, why are you rewarding Chikadze with, like, a fight that can get him into the title contention? Like, listen, he's not going to win. Hugo Chikadze's not going to win this fight. But why even entertain that, bro? Why even entertain that? That's really all I have to say about that fight, because who gives a shit? It should be decent, but, like, fucking who cares? But let's move on to, this is when I said, when I was talking about the press conference, there was Green versus Pimbit, and Muhammad Mokaev versus Manel Kape. I'm hyped for this, and this is proof that flyweight is a top 3 division. This is proof that flyweight is a top 3 division. I said this fight should be the one that happens for a #1 contender fight, and I believe it will be. Right? They need a champion because Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson, more like Mighty Rat, is ducking the real flyweight champion, Alexandre Pantoja, who ran through Amir Albazi, arguably 5-0. And if you think, Amir Albazi, Steve Arosek, hey, they're both prey animal bums. Hey, guess what? Pantoja will 5-0 Amir Albazi. I meant Steve Arosek, right? Alexandre Pantoja arguably 5-0'd Steve Arosek. It wasn't even a close fight. But since Mighty Mouse is ducking Alexandre Pantoja, Pantoja wants to take a little bit of time off. It's perfect. Mokaev versus Kape, #1 contenders fight. It's actually a good fight. We'll really see the extent of Manel Kape's grappling, because Muhammad Mokaev isn't the greatest grappler of all time, but there's not really a ton of fantastic grapplers at flyweight. Like, Alexandre Pantoja is the best grappler at flyweight, and he just strikes with everyone. Like, Pantoja's the best grappler at flyweight, and he just strikes with everyone. So flyweight's not necessarily known for its grappling. It's really known for its striking. So we'll see if Kape actually has any grappling at all. And Mokaev, we'll see if he has any striking at all, because Mokaev hasn't fought a real striker. Kape hasn't fought a real grappler. So it's really the grappler versus striker here. But it's a fantastic fight. The build-up's going to be crazy. Even though I think Manel Kape might have calmed down a little bit after UFC really got on his ass. Right? Manel Kape's pretending to be Muslim now. So, listen, we'll see how the press conference goes now. But, hey, either way, fantastic fight. Fantastic build-up. Right, but, in conclusion, hey, the problem with UFC Manchester, it's a fight card in Britain. Hey, that's the problem with UFC Manchester. It's a fight card in Britain, right? I've been saying it 12,000 times. Every single time they have a card in Britain, they try so hard to just completely skew the matchups, right? Belal versus Leon. Does anyone listen? I'm picking Belal Muhammad by decision. Remember the decision? Belal Muhammad. But, like, let's be honest, dude. They're trying to get Leon an easy win here. Tom Aspinall versus Blades. Blades doesn't deserve this at all. He does not deserve a #1 contenders fight. And they're just trying to get Tom Aspinall to get that one loss back so he can technically be undefeated. Green versus Pimblet, that's the only one that's really competitive. And I think at this point they know Pimblet's not going to be anything. So they're just giving him a fun build-up. And it's a winnable matchup for Pimblet, honestly. Jim Miller was hurting Bobby Green. Allen versus Chikadze. Allen should run through Chikadze, honestly. And Mokaev versus Kape is like a 50-50 on a prospect. Mokaev's got to fight somebody. And, hey, his easiest matchup in the top 5 right now is Manel Kape. It's like every single one of them has the easiest fight they could have gotten. All the Brits. Huh. Weird how it happened. Weird how that happens. Weird. That's so weird. But, hey, like I said, the problem with UFC Manchester, it's in Manchester. It's a card in Britain, and it's disgusting. I bet MMA Guru is gonna shit his pantaloons. He's gonna absolutely goon all over himself over this fight card. Oh my god, Tom Aspinall. Whatever. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, join my memberships, turn on notifications so you can get all my content when it comes out. The best way to experience an Eagle MMA live stream, an Eagle MMA video, is to watch it as soon as it comes out. Because listen, would you watch the UFC fighters with a TikTok Riz Party right now? The answer is yes. But it's not going to be as entertaining as when, TikTok Riz Party was at its pure peak brain rot. But, hey, thank you all for watching. Eagle MMA out.
Hey, Young Lean? Are you Young Lean?
What?
Are you Young Lean?
No, I'm Barry Dillon.
Okay.